Hello everybody, class 8th, topic microorganisms, friend and foe. In this session, we are going to learn about nitrogen fixation and nitrogen cycle. Before nitrogen cycle, we will learn nitrogen fixation. What is the meaning of nitrogen fixation? The process of conversion of gaseous nitrogen into its compound form is known as nitrogen fixation. The nitrogen fixation occurs by two methods. One is physical method and the another one is biological method. In the physical method, in the process of lightning in the sky during the thunderstorm, where high temperature is produced. At that time, in the high temperature, the nitrogen gas of the air, it combines with the oxygen gas of air and forms the nitrogen compounds. These nitrogen compounds, it dissolves in the water in the form of air, where this rainwater, it falls on the earth and mixes with the soil. And another method, that is biological method. In the biological method, the conversion of this gaseous nitrogen into compound form, it occurs by rhizobium bacteria and blue-green algae, and also some of the other bacteria which are present in the soil. Rhizobium bacteria, it lives in the leguminous family root nodules. In the leguminous family roots, that is pulses, where in the root nodules the rhizobium bacteria, it gets the place and it converts the gaseous nitrogen into compound form, that is nitrate and nitrite, NO3 and NO2. And the pulses, that is leguminous family plants, they give place to the rhizobium bacteria. There they show symbiotic relationship. This is one. And another, the blue-green algae is also responsible for the conversion of the atmospheric gaseous nitrogen into compound form. And some of the bacteria such as nostoc, azotobacter are also responsible for conversion of the gaseous nitrogen into its compound form. The question arises here, why it is necessary? Because this is very necessary to convert the elemental form of a nitrogen into compound form, because plants, they cannot absorb the free elemental nitrogen. Now we are going to learn about the nitrogen cycle. In the atmosphere, the nitrogen gas, it is present for about 78%. The other gases such as oxygen is present in for about 21%, and carbon dioxide 0.03%, and noble gases are present for about only 1%. But the abundant gas, that is nitrogen, it is present in 78%. But plants, they cannot absorb directly this gaseous nitrogen. They need in the compound form. That is done by nitrogen fixation, that is lightning and biological method. The nitrogen is one of the essential constituent of all the living organisms. The gas is a part of a protein, chlorophyll, nucleic acids and vitamins. And how this nitrogen in the atmosphere remains constant and how it circulates. The nitrogen gas, it circulates from the biotic and abiotic components of the biosphere. Biotic components of the biosphere such as plants, animals and microorganisms. Abiotic components of the biosphere, air, soil, water. This nitrogen, it circulates in between biotic and abiotic components of the biosphere and remains constant in the atmosphere. Let us learn how it circulates. Plants, roots, they absorb the compound form of the nitrogen from the soil, and plants, they convert this compound form of a nitrogen into plant proteins and other organic compounds by the plant body, and they make proteins. Here plants, so they become herbivore, and here carnivore such as animals, they feed on plants, and animals body convert these plant proteins into animal proteins and other organic compounds in their body. So this nitrogen is transferred from plant body to the animal body in the form of a nitrogen compound, in the form of a food chain also we can say. And when the plant dies and the consumers such as herbivore and carnivore, when they will die, this dead body, it decomposes in the soil by the help of bacteria and fungi which are present in the soil, and as well as animals excrete, or excretion of the animals, it contains the urine, and it is also a simple compound of the nitrogen. So all this nitrogen, it mixes with the soil again, and again this compound form of the nitrogen is absorbed by the plants for the preparation of the food. Again plant's body, this nitrogen is transferred to the animal's body, so it go on circulates in the atmosphere, but it is present in the compound form. But this compound form of a nitrogen, how it is converted into elemental form or free gaseous nitrogen, this is known as the denitrification. This denitrification is done by specially denitrifying bacteria which are present in the soil, such as thiobacillus and micrococcus are some of the bacteria. They convert compound form of a nitrogen into elemental free gaseous nitrogen. So the nitrogen gas remains constant in the atmosphere.